6:48, top stories in our Smart Start for Thursday. Breaking news, one man hospitalized after a late night shooting here in the city. That 25-year-old shot on Kosciuszko Street just before 10:30. He is expected to survive. RPD is asking anyone with information that can help to please call 911.
And in further breaking news, another man shot last night in Henrietta. That scene we're showing you here, where police deputies do tell us that this started as what was an attempted robbery on Crockett Drive. Some information here in our bullets. The victim expected to survive there, but they say there's also no threat to the public.
Happening later today, a new development and a big story. We're tracking the Cornell student and Pittsford native accused of posting multiple anti-Semitic threats online is scheduled to appear in court again.
We have Aron Spitzer here live in the studio breaking down what we know ahead of his hearing this afternoon and the charges he faces. Aron.
That's right. 21-year-old Patrick Dye is scheduled to appear in federal court in Syracuse. He's charged with posting threats to kill or injure another using interstate communications. Investigators tell us Dye had multiple posts online threatening the Jewish community at Cornell, allegedly threatening to shoot up a dining hall offering kosher diets, threatening to stab or slit the throats of any Jewish man on campus, and threatening to rape Jewish women and behead Jewish babies. According to the federal complaint, Dye admitted he posted the messages in an interview with law enforcement. And again, he'll be in federal court this afternoon at 1:30. He faces a maximum sentence of 5 years behind bars if convicted. Back to you.
All right, thank you. We'll be following that detention hearing this afternoon. First up, though, this morning, there's an arraignment for 21-year-old Michael Scott Jr. He is accused of shooting and killing 22-year-old Demetrius Rucker in August. That was here in the city. Scott was arrested yesterday on murder and weapons charges. His arraignment at 9:30. We'll keep everyone updated on what comes out of that.
Yes, we certainly will. Now, we want to check in with James Gilbert again this morning as we kind of get some more light out here. You can probably see a little bit of those puddles better, some ponding, as I think you're calling it.
Yeah, it's not necessarily the weather that we're concerned about. It's what's on the road. When we start off this morning, you've got a lot of gutters jammed up with all the leaves that have come down from the thunderstorms overnight. Heavy rain, a lot of spots. Got nearly half an inch of rain from the storms that moved through. Current conditions, 42 degrees, calm wind, but I expect the wind to start to pick up as we get over the next couple hours. We're staying mostly in the 40s, very outside chance for a rain or snow shower here. And then we see temperatures kind of just hold into the 40s as we get throughout your Friday. We'll take a look at the weekend, the extended forecast at the end of the show. Brennan, Michaela, back to you.
See you in a few minutes. Thank you, James. 10 minutes to go until the top of the hour. Let's get another update of your sunrise traffic. Let's keep this streak going. We've had no accidents popping up on the expressways on our traffic map as you're taking a live view from the west side. So good to go. Again, just keep in mind low-lying areas could see some standing water out there for your Thursday morning commute.
Well, in some of our top national headlines, the Hollywood Actors Union reached a tentative deal with major studios, ending its 118-day strike. The contract agreement still needs to be approved by the SAG-AFTRA Union's board as well as its members, but the deal would end this months-long strike that's brought productions across Hollywood to a virtual standstill. The union says the strike does officially end today. They made that order at midnight, and the screenwriters ended their own strike back in late September.
News 8, your election headquarters. With the presidential election less than a year away, 5 Republican candidates looking to overtake former President Donald Trump's lead in the polls went head-to-head in a debate hosted by NBC News. In Miami last night, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, and entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy. Topics covered: wars globally, the U.S. economy, abortion, President Biden's first term, and Trump.
I would tell him to smoke those terrorists on his southern border.
This country is in trouble, and the elites that have put us here, they don't care about you. They don't care that you're having to grapple with higher grocery prices or have higher gas prices.
What we don't need is Biden falling all over himself to get back in the Iran deal.
Anybody who's going to be spending the next year and a half of their life focusing on keeping themselves out of jail and courtrooms cannot lead this party or this country.
The nomination process really moves into high gear in January, those caucuses in Iowa. Trump's campaign is suggesting the RNC stop hosting debates and focus more on getting him back in the White House. A lot of races here in our area broke some barriers on election night. The youngest person ever elected to serve on the Rochester City School Board, and it's the same district he just graduated from last year. An
outstanding achievement for a 19-year-old, Isaiah Santiago. He's well known in the community as well. He's been named Monroe County Citizen of the Year last summer. He created a youth-driven organization called We Got This and established a mental health literacy class for schools in RCSD.
I think that if we could put the education and ensure that we're teaching our young people correctly how to be emotionally intelligent within themselves, we can make a lot of change happen from a root cause point.
Another key race, the town of Irondequoit's supervisor-elect, Andre Evans. He'll be the first black supervisor in all of Monroe County. He beat Republican incumbent Rory Fitzpatrick. The issues he says he plans to take on in office start with taxes and business reinvigoration.
We're looking at, are we using the best people and what people we need? For example, the town doesn't have an economic development person, and we need an economic development person in the town. Do we have all the resources in the police that we need? Do we need social workers to manage both the police and the community? Do we need to, how are we supporting youth development?
The retired U.S. Army Lieutenant Colonel has made several tours in Iraq and also in Afghanistan.
Tuesday night, a big night for Democrats, winning nationwide and locally. Here, they kept the executive seat from Monroe County, picked up some spots in the legislature, giving them what is a functional majority for the first time in decades with the ledge. The Democratic Committee chairman says a lot of late nights went into all the success, and yes, it was usual for the Dems to control the city districts and Republicans the suburban areas, those regions, but there's been a turnaround here.
You know, Pittsford, for example, it wasn't just last night that we won for the first time. Pittsford has started that enrollment advantage, and then we've started winning races. The suburbs are a place where Democrats live. It's where they vote, and we're going to start winning all the elections there.
History was also made, as we reported, with Adam Bello becoming the first Democratic candidate ever re-elected to the executive position here in Monroe County. News 8 is celebrating our service members through the Hope for Heroes Telethon coming up tonight, a partnership with the Veterans Outreach Center. The money raised will help fund programs and services offered from the VOC. As part of this, veterans will share their stories of how the VOC helped them transition back to civilian life. The telethon starts at 7. We set a $20,000 goal with the VOC for veterans for this event. After the telethon, don't miss our Veterans Voices special, all right here on News 8 tonight.
Yeah, you've been working really hard on this one, Brennan. You're actually a part of that telethon.
Yes, and it's just sharing some of these stories, because these veterans, so many, they go away, serve our country, and come home, and there is no one, nothing for them, and the VOC steps up. VOC celebrating 50 years, by the way. Anniversary being around.
Yeah, nice birthday there. On top of a special someone's birthday here. We can't not mention it again. Happy birthday, James.
Thank you. Yes, it is my birthday today, and I wish I could provide better. Look, people say I control the weather. If I could, my birthday would have better weather than gray skies and 40s, right? There you go. 11-9. That is the day, and we should barely touch 50. Some spots in the Finger Lakes already in the 50s. Warmer there, and then numbers come down as we get into tonight and tomorrow. But it could be a Friday for some that are observing Veterans Day tomorrow. School is off for many tomorrow as well. It'll be breezy, and then temperatures slowly warm up throughout the weekend.
All right, we'll love to see that. Love to celebrate our veterans. Thank you so much for watching us here at News 8 Sunrise, everyone.
We'll see you back here at 7:25. Stay dry.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.